Alright, yes, we are live for another episode for In the Hot Seat Live with my Extreme Rules 2014 predictions. And of course, as always, I got my guest and as well a new guest with Chase Oliver. And as well, what's going on, guys?
So,
What's going on, David? AKA the Fort Minor Project. Blood Brothers for life.
No doubt.
How's it going?
Not
what's up,
much.
guys?
Alright, so just jumping right into it, I know we're kind of having the show a little late, but hey, it happens. Nobody's perfect. And starting things off, yep, it happens. But starting things off with the very first topic that I do have, and without giving any predictions, of course, talking about the careers of the Shield and as well Evolution, of course, Evolution coming back recently, which is really awesome. So starting things off without any predictions on the actual match, we'll save that for later. Chase Oliver, your thoughts on the groups as a whole?
Evolution versus the Shield? Oh, this is like the best motherfucking match ever. If people on the internet can come on here and be all like, CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan's the best match, I can come on here and say that shit too, man. Evolution versus the Shield, I'm excited for this shit all the way. This is going to be a fun match. I think it is, at least.
Alright, Chris, your thoughts?
I think it's going to be absolutely awesome to have the Evolution, the guys from back in the day, one of the best groups, factions in the WWE, bar none, is going to be now working with the Shield, three top WWE young up-and-comers. I shouldn't say up-and-comers because they were tag team champions, and Dean Ambrose is still hanging on to that United States title, and he has not done jack with it, but I still like them nevertheless. I absolutely love the fact that they've chosen the Shield to work with them, and quite frankly, I think it's been a showdown for the ages. I mean, I think it's one of the best. It's gonna go down in history as one of the best faction wars, I think, in a long time.
Alright, check on that, your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. And, we've seen the Shield plenty of times, but it's been so long since we actually seen Evolution in the ring wrestling as a unit, so that's going to be really nice to see, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be some awesome, and I cannot wait for it. Both groups are really cool, so now seeing this pretty much like a dream match is really going to be dope as hell, so definitely looking forward for that, and it's going to be one hell of a war if you can see that. And jumping right into the next topic here, and I thought it was pretty interesting to actually continue this, and now with the Undertaker, things are pretty up and well with the question now. What's going to be new for the Undertaker now? Do you see him coming back for WrestleMania next year? Is he going to be wrestling? What do you think is going to be happening next for the Undertaker? Case Oliver, your thoughts?
Nothing. He's done. He's old. He can't wrestle anymore. Did you see that match with Brock Lesnar? Dude could barely walk. He can't wrestle anymore. Let him retire. Let him fuck Michelle McCool. Let him get babies, man. He's earned it, man. I respect the Undertaker. I love the dude and everything. He's entertained me for over the years, but he doesn't need to prove anything. I mean, he's done. He don't need to wrestle. I don't even care if he wrestles Sting at this point. I'm fine. He can retire. Let him have sex with Michelle McCool.
Well said. Chris, your thoughts?
I don't think I could have had it any better myself. Chase hit the nail on the head. Let the dude retire. Put him in the Hall of Fame next year. The 2015 Hall of Fame, and let him penetrate Michelle McCool's sweet walls, and make babies and chill and ride his motorcycle, and it's exactly what he said. The dude's got nothing left to prove. He can't really go anymore, So I mean, what? Let him retire. No disrespect at all, but let the dude retire. He's earned his spot,
Yeah, he's definitely had a really great career, especially with the undefeated streak. And sucks that it's gone now, but it is what it is. And eventually, I'm sure he's going to be put into the Hall of Fame. Definitely going to really enjoy that. He definitely deserves it. And we'll see what happens with that. And checking out your thoughts.
Yeah, I agree with Chris. He's done so much. He's put his body on the line, and he wanted to retire so long ago. And even though it'd be nice to see Undertaker versus Sting, I don't know if both of them are good enough shape to even have that match, and you know, and it's weird when I talk to people who used to be wrestling fans when I was little. They say like, oh yeah, I remember back in the day when I used to watch Hogan, Warrior, Undertaker, and just to think the Undertaker was still wrestling after all these years. But yeah, I think it is time that the Undertaker just retires, and hopefully we see him in the Hall of Fame this next year.
All right. So the next topic going forward now, and this is something that's pretty interesting and most likely won't happen until sometime next year, and it's still pretty much a project right now, but we had the announcement for those of you who didn't hear about the new wrestling promotion by Jeff Jarrett, and it's something very interesting. But we'll get into you guys' thoughts on that in a minute. But anyway, Jack and I, going back to your thoughts on Global Force Wrestling.
Guess I'm kind of looking forward to it. I mean, it's going to be like another TNA, and it's going to be kind of like how TNA was at the beginning. But how long is it going to last? I don't know. How long is backers going to back the company until they run out of money? But I'll give it a chance.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same with me too myself, and it's going to be somewhat probably like TNA, but something definitely of course different. Curious to see what kind of wrestlers are going to be in there, what type of storylines and all that stuff that's going to be going on for that show. So it should be interesting. Could be cool. Could surprise us. So we'll see. Chris, your thoughts?
I'm in the same boat with Jekko. I'm going to give it a shot. Okay. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. I hope it doesn't turn out to be another TNA where Jeff runs out of money. It starts going downhill. I want to have high hopes for this. I want to have competition. I want to have that healthy competition with all four companies: WWE, TNA, ROH, and GWF. I'm sorry, Global Force Wrestling. Okay. As far as who he's picking up for prospects, I have no idea, but we'll see what happens. All I could say is give it a chance. If it tickles your fancy, fine. If not, you don't have to watch it.
All right, Chase, your thoughts?
Dude, Global Force Wrestling ain't gonna do crap, man. Okay, this is Jeff Jarrett running the promotion. We've seen this before. This is gonna be the first segment. Jeff Jarrett's music's gonna hit. He's gonna walk out with Karen. He's gonna grab a microphone. I'm back, baby. Welcome here in Los Angeles, baby, to Global Force Wrestling. We're gonna bring wrestling like never before. Toby Keith, play the music. Oh, no. Okay, first of all, if you're going to open a wrestling company, why start in Los Angeles, California? That is just dumb. The only thing people care about here in Los Angeles is the Lakers and the freaking Dodgers. We don't get, and Hollywood actors. We don't give a crap about wrestling here in Los Angeles. You're out of your mind, Jeff Jarrett. Like, people say Dixie Carter ruined TNA. Do you forget Jeff Jarrett was still in TNA? He ruined it just as much as Dixie Carter. Do not expect this promotion to do anything. It will be Jeff Jarrett. He will do stuff behind the scenes for the first year, and then afterwards he'll come strutting down like he normally does. Woo! And win that Global Force Wrestling Championship. I'm telling you right now, Global Force Wrestling, it ain't going to succeed because Jeff Jarrett does not know how to not book himself. People call Triple H the guy with the shovel. Jeff Jarrett's worse than Triple H. He is way worse than Triple H. So I'm not expecting much for it. I'm going to the first TV tapings, though, because it's in Los Angeles. So I'll go. You'll see my dumbass.
So Jeff Jarrett's got a bulldozer and a shovel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Get the shovels. All right, Simon, you know. I guess so.
What the hell?
What the hell?
I don't think I want to know.
Real Simon.
That's what she
What are
said.
you doing over there, Simon?
He's got the world. And he's got the world. In his hand, he's got the whole Fort Myers Project channel. In his
Now we got two masks. I need a mask.
Luckily, I had this pulled out.
Alright, I was gonna get into Simon's thoughts. I don't know how much you were in here for that.
That was a special request from David. I'm sorry.
It was.
David personally requested the mask.
I did.
I was gonna do it. You know me. I was gonna do it.
Go first.
Where's Sean?
I have no idea where he is. I tried sending him invites and he never came up. So
He's a father.
What
Sean
time is it
who?
over there in Britain?
it's probably really late, right?
Pretty late, yeah.
Uh,
How's it going?
Going good. How about you?
Pretty dang good, dog.
Alright.
What's up, my brother Chris?
What's going on, brother Simon?
Yeah,
Yes,
Blood Brothers.
Yeah.
my blood. I already said that, but you missed it. I said blood brothers for life.
For life.
Never ends.
Yeah. Crazy ass Simon comes down the ring with an ATV.
I would
is
love to see
fucking
that.
funny. I should,
So,
I
so-
should tape that and
Yeah, you can post it.
What have I missed so
I should
far? I
take
was
that.
trying to make a grand,
Yeah.
spectacular entrance with that thing, but I was like waiting and that didn't work. So
Right. Yeah, I'll give you the rundown. We're basically talking about the Shield and Evolution as a whole. The Undertaker, what's next for him, and as well Global Force Wrestling.
okay, so you want me to address all those three topics?
If you want
If
to.
you'd like.
Since you're here.
Okay, so the Shield against Evolution. You
We're
want
not taking
prediction?
predictions. No predictions
No,
yet.
no
We'll do that
predictions
later.
yet. Just a random thought.
That's for
Just a
later.
quick thought.
Yeah.
Random thoughts. Okay. Well, first of all, when it comes to prediction, it's on my channel, so youtube.com/SimonHD. I think it's good. I think that it delivered. I wouldn't go as far as saying that the Evolution is just as good as it was back in 2004 because it's not. Let's face the fact. Batista doesn't look as good. Brandy doesn't look as good. Triple H is not as good.
Whoa.
That's just a fact. If you ask me, they were a lot better back then than they are now, which is insane because it's like Evolution. I'm not speaking of in-ring performance. I'm speaking of look and character-wise. Like I miss the Legend Killer. I miss the Animal.
We all do.
But that's just me. So that's pretty much it. I'm looking forward to the match. It doesn't affect the match at all. I think the match is going to be pretty dang good. What else? What else?
The Undertaker. What's
Yeah.
next on for
Oh.
the Undertaker?
A lot of people are predicting the whole Sting Undertaker thing. I think Taker's retired. I think that's pretty much it for Taker. I don't see Taker doing one more match. I think the way it ended was perfect for him because nobody ever thought that the character of the Undertaker would die, and with the streak dying, the Undertaker dying. So it's like the character dying in the ring. So I thought it was great. I thought that the reaction was there. I don't think he deserves. Well, not deserve, but I don't think he needs to do one more match personally. And the Global Force Wrestling.
Yeah.
I want to give it a chance, but I saw Chase ranting on it, so I don't know, man. I'll give it a chance. We'll see. He kind of stole my gimmick. I used to be the guy who was ranting like a motherfucker, like he just did. That was me
He
before.
stole your thunder.
He stole my gimmick because I used to do that. But yeah.
Alright, so with that said, I guess we'll jump into the next topic. And lately we've been seeing a lot of people from NXT coming up on the main roster, which I think is really cool. And a lot of things are happening with new changes and new stars being made. So wanted to get you guys' thoughts on the people that have came up already and how do you feel about it so far? What do you think it's all going to go? Chase Oliver, your thoughts.
Rusev is just Kozlov 2.0. There's no denying it. He's at least athletic, but other than that, there's nothing about him. I think Lana is going to have a longer career than him. Paige, all she does right now on WWE TV is just scream. All she does is come out there and go, I don't know, just kind of random to me. Who else popped up from NXT? Bo Dallas, I'm excited for. Believe, I'm a believer, so I'm a believer. I believe in Bo Dallas. He gave us fucking cookies, and no one came up to occupy NXT with him, which was sad. Adam Rose, I'm excited for. I'm excited for Adam Rose. I think he's going to do well. However, were Paige and Rusev the only two notable NXT guys, people so far to debut? Because
Go for it at the moment.
because I can't remember any other NXT people that debuted recently. So
Well, besides Emerson.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Paige has a long-lasting value for the Divas division for sure. But Bo Dallas and Adam Rose, it just depends on how much the crowd receives them live. So that's all I gotta say about them.
Cool. Yeah, I think it's really awesome, and I like how we're seeing new stars being made now. Hopefully things are going well. I like what Paige debuted, and she's doing really something awesome, and I'm looking forward to see how long she's going to be able to keep the championship and everything. Definitely became one of my favorites, too, so I think we're going to be seeing new stuff for the Divas division, so we'll see what happens with that. Simon, your thoughts?
Well, I'm a fan of NXT. I did not follow really NXT before NXT Arrival. I was watching it because obviously we're getting it here in Canada, but I wasn't, knowing who all the I wasn't paying attention as much as I should have before NXT Arrival. Now I find myself, enjoying NXT more than TNA on Thursday night. So it's, I think Alexander Rusev's got potential. Love Lana. I think she's hot. And, I think I said it before. I find myself repeating myself, but I said that, Rusev, it really wouldn't surprise me if he would be built as a monster all the way until SummerSlam, where John Cena would beat his ass, and that would be it for Rusev. And that's that, because I kind of see it happening that way. Who else here? I'm going through the roster right now, so I'll stop into someone right now. One guy that I actually think has a lot of potential is Camacho. Camacho's been going on his own for the past few weeks, and I think that guy could be something here. Evan Bourne, once he returns, I'm sure he's gonna return on NXT. Watch that at some point. We're gonna see that breaking news, and Evan Bourne return. He's returning on NXT. Wouldn't surprise me. I'm going through the roster again here, so I'm at El Torito right now. Emma, I love Emma. I think she's great, but I wish they would explore her in-ring character a little more than just dealing with Santino personally. But again, I think everybody said that before. Who else here? Going through the roster again. Paige, obviously, love her. I think she's great. I'm looking forward to seeing that match, with AJ. I think when AJ returns and they have this singles match for the Divas Championship, hopefully that's going to happen on pay-per-view, and hopefully they're going to give it as much time as they gave it to Caitlyn and AJ last year at Payback. Great match. Hopefully that's going to happen again this year. So I addressed Paige. Who else is in there?
Quite a lot, actually.
That's pretty much it, huh? Well, Xavier Wood, which I don't give a fuck about. I hate him.
Consequences Creed.
Consequences Creed. I used to like him a lot more back then than now. Now he's coming up with the freaking somebody call my mama shit. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. You suck. And I think everybody can agree that this poor fucker is gonna get his ass whooped on Sunday by Alexander Rusev. That's a hard one to predict, right?
So hard.
So yeah, I'm gonna do this. Here, that's to Jekyll Knight. Here you go. I'll just tag his ass.
Yeah.
Let's see. Emma. The thing with Santino is funny at very short times. Mostly, it's just kind of Paige, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing her more. I know they're just kind of building her, trying to get her used to the WWE audience. And I'm not that big into NXT, so I'm not too familiar with all the people on there. Looking forward to seeing what kind of gimmick they do with Bo Derek. If they're gonna
Bo Dallas.
Bo Derek was back in the day.
How dare you? How dare you?
Bo Dallas.
No, you do not.
The Bo Lever, how about that?
Yes, Bo Lever, Bo Dallas.
A lot of believers.
I guess I need to Bo
There's
Lever myself
100%
a
of the
little more.
shots you don't take.
That guy.
You offended Chase. Go get him some cookie.
Exactly. Go get me cookies.
Want a cookie?
Yeah, who else? Alexander Rusev. The best thing about him is Lana. Let's see. Adam Rose, kind of looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with him.
It's party time all the time, you know.
Party time this Monday.
Don't be a lemon, be a rose, yo.
Rosebud.
I'm trying to think who else was there. And Xavier Woods, I don't really care about him. I started to a little bit at first, but now it's like he's a jobber. It's going to be Zack Ryder status pretty soon.
Oh, God.
And that's all.
Alright. What's your thoughts?
What's that? Oh, yes, my bad. Oh, it went silent. Angels.
You
Yeah,
are Chris.
Yeah, I
Hey,
was like falling asleep
hey.
over here. Shit.
HDTV.
Hey, David, get Brennan in here. He wants to come in.
Alright.
So, anyways, about the NXT people that have already come up. I don't give a fuck about Rusev. I don't give a fuck about Lana. Okay?
Damn it.
We all know, I said this on Twitter, and I think I said this on my Facebook.
I saw it.
Lana just does not do it for me. I'm sorry. I would do
There's not enough
ODB
meat in
before
the
I do.
bones.
I would ODB before I do Lana.
Like some thick.
Okay. And so yeah. Paige. I think she has a long way to go to prove herself, at least to me, because I'm just not. She was so much better with NXT than she. I just don't see her right now as needing to be the Divas champion. I really don't. I'm sorry. You don't like my opinion? Fuck you. Okay. But I just don't. I'm not feeling her as Divas champion. I think she's an incredible diva. Okay. She deserves that. She's incredible. But personally, in my opinion, I think she just got moved too quickly. Okay. Let's see here. Who else? Yeah, Xavier Woods. Don't give a fuck about him. This Adam Rose guy. Don't give a flying fuck about that dude. But I will be marking the fuck out the day that the Ascension comes to the main roster. I absolutely love those two guys. Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn.
Yes.
And there's that dude that sings poetry every night.
I hate that guy.
I think he's awesome.
He is horrible. I can't stand that poor fucker.
I fucking love that guy. And let's see here. I can't remember a whole lot of the rest of the roster, but just I just hope that they're done right, and because we are relying on them. It's the future of WWE, and that's all I really got to say about that. And Bearded Jesus over there in the corner, if you want to get in on this, even though I do know that you're still subscribed to Dick View Entertainment, and you watched his damn video. Yeah, take it away there, Bearded Jesus.
Yeah, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, growing up, the beard's awesome. Respect
the beard, bitch.
Yeah, what were you guys talking about?
Commenting about the NXT people that have already come up, and what do you think about them?
NXT got Rusev and Paige and all that. I saw potential in Rusev at first. Now he's just boring to me. Because what can you do with a big guy like that? The same thing that Kozlov, Kozlov went nowhere, and so will Rusev.
Yeah,
I love double E.
Oh, God. The farthest Kozlov ever went was getting a tag title with Santino Marella. Yeah. Paige. Paige, I think, will definitely be a star. She could be the face of the Divas division. Take the Bella spot. Who else? We got Xavier Woods. Fuck that guy.
Next.
Who else? Who else came up? I'm drawing a blank, guys. Help me. Who else came?
He's going to the WWE roster right now. You can tell.
Yeah.
No. I need you guys to help me.
Oh yeah, you need help.
Believe!
Dallas.
Believe!
Yeah, Bo Dallas. I am not a believer. I know Chase Oliver will hate me for that, but I am not a
Oh, you
believer.
can't believe! He's the longest reigning NXT champion!
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he comes.
Believe it, Bo Dallas, damn it!
Yeah,
I
that's,
don't
that's another guy I forgot.
Yeah.
Fuck Bo Dallas. I hate that prick.
No!
No
Believe!
more bro.
Believe! Today's a
Right now,
gift! That's why it's called the presents!
Okay, honey.
I want the show. I want the show when you guys were talking about Wyatt and Cena. That pro or that segment last Monday to begin Raw was the greatest segment I've seen in years from the WWE. That segment was, oh my gosh. That
Almost like hard to watch. Covering my eyes.
Like when the lights went out and they came back on and they put on the lamb mask. That was that gave me chills, man. Gave me chills.
Take two.
Great.
Here we go.
Oh, and you guys talked about the Undertaker. Yeah, I think
Yeah, go ahead with your thoughts.
Yeah, I think the Undertaker is. I agree with Simon, and I agree with. I think Boston Fan and actually Chase said it that I think he's done. I think the Sting match should have happened at WrestleMania 27. But they wanted to go a different way. I think they were talking Sting. What the hell is that? Is that a puppy or a dog?
It's a mutated dog.
If I seen that when I woke up, I would frickin' perform an exorcism on myself. Holy shit. Oh my goodness.
This is for Simon's sheep.
Oh, and by the way, Chase, when you brought out the WWE microphone earlier, that was the best thing ever. Congratulations on that one.
He used it a long time ago.
That was great.
Is that a homemade WWE microphone?
No, I got it in an action figure. It's like it came with the Undertaker action figure, so I got this microphone and I use it every once in a while.
Available in your Walmart, ladies and gentlemen.
That's great.
Classic.
Okay, so what's the next topic, David?
Well,
Next
actually,
topic.
actually, topic-wise, that was pretty much it. Unless you guys have anything else you want to talk about currently with.
No, let's get on with the predictions because, like I said, I gotta hit the road.
Alright, so we'll go ahead along with that. And,
He's got to hit the road, Jack.
yeah.
Yeah, because Simon, I got jack shit in my house.
Yeah,
Ain't got no damn groceries, so I gotta
eat later.
go out and get some scrub-a-dub-dub.
Yeah. That's important, you need that. Alright,
Yeah,
so let's just
it's
jump
important
into the
because I need beer.
Yeah.
Beer's good.
Right. Anyway, quick thoughts. You don't have to get into much detail, but with the pre-show match, just to get it out of the way, Hornswoggle and El Torito, looking at your thoughts. Or your predictions.
What's the match on there? Torito and El
Hornswoggle
Dorito.
and El Torito.
Oh, Jesus H. Mary and Joseph Christ. Fuck that. Dude. No.
Hey, it's actually going to be entertaining.
Well, surprisingly, it was.
DLC.
It was. Yeah.
Dude, I'll be on the motherfucking shithouse on that match.
You know you'll be watching.
Oh, yeah,
You'll watch it
bullshit.
anyway. He'll
That's
get
one-
me.
Maybe if it was
100%
midget
house.
chicks and you had little freaking
Stuff.
elf titties flying up and down.
Yeah.
I'll be watching that match with my pants down. Nothing turns me on more than two midgets in a ring.
Look at this motherfucker right here.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm kidding.
Dude, you just proved that you are gay as fuck.
Wow. That just happened.
Chris is in a good mood tonight.
Yeah.
Well, after the day I've had, I'm a little. Yeah, I've got a hair across my ass, so.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's called "Don't Fuck with Boston Fan."
I'll keep that note.
That's always the most entertaining "Don't fuck with Boston" fan. Don't get in
Dude,
trouble
actually-
with Sean's View or WJ, and you're gonna get your fucking ass beat.
You know, we're not gonna bring that freaking dickhead's name up. Fuck him.
Fuck Sean View Entertainment. Fuck that guy. Fuck him with the
Oh,
raw.
yeah, dude, you're still watching him and commenting on his videos,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Dude,
Don't worry
I
about it.
freaking despise that motherfucker.
Good point.
That poor fucker since.
I'm surprised
So
my
deluded.
You gotta do.
hasn't
He
gone
is so deluded and full of himself. It's not even funny.
I gotta quit I gotta go find a job. Like, fuck you.
Okay.
Dude, he does need a job. I mean, Jesus Christ, be a man.
Yeah,
Not up
people
or
like that
shut up.
do.
Anyways, But anyways, let's get on with this motherfucking Extreme Rules predictions,
Yeah,
okay?
let's
Fuck the
get on
goddamn
with it.
pre-show match. Let's get on with the
El
freaking milk and
Torito.
cookies, okay?
El
Let's
Torito, too.
make predictions on
I
Bray
got one
Wyatt
for
versus
just
John
for the
Cena
hell
and
of it,
Steel
okay.
Cage. Let's talk about freaking
Yeah.
Evolution versus the
Let's
Shield.
go ahead with that.
And then
Actually,
Kane-
first
and then
one, I am
Kane
going to
and
start
fucking
things
Daniel
off.
Bryan.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the actual first one that I'm going to start things off with. And that is for the IC title, Big E and as well Wade Barrett. This should be actually pretty damn interesting.
Bad
I love-
news, Barrett, dude. What are you doing, Wade Barrett?
Of course I'm going with
Got
Wade
some
Barrett.
bad news. Yeah.
I've
Some
got
bad
some
news.
bad news for ya.
May I have some
Decorum,
decorum, thanks. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
I'm
it's gonna be
picking
really
Wade Barrett.
fun. I
I
hope
don't know about
Wade
anybody
Barrett
else, but I'm
wins.
picking fucking Wade Barrett.
Bad
Yeah, of
news,
course.
Barrett.
Yeah, I'm picking bad news too. Although I do agree with what Chase said in the video that I don't like. If people say that he's gonna bring prestige to the title, they said that about Cody Rhodes, and you know, the IC title is still mistreated, in my opinion. In the United States title, Dean Ambrose doesn't even come out with it anymore. So
Wade's
I think
gonna be
WWE.
defending it at Friday.
Yeah, I think WWE is actually hoping that we forget about the United States title.
If that was the case, it wouldn't be defended this Friday on SmackDown, buddy.
Is it being defended this Friday? Is he defending it again?
Ryback, Curtis Axel, and everyone's favorite, Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah!
Yeah. And I think we have some bad news.
I've got some bad news, and I really don't have anything to say.
He forgot his lines.
Bad news, Barrett is gonna win. That's a good news.
Yo, but Barrett actually debuted Byros last night on main event, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I noticed that. That was awesome. Alright, next match. Divas title match. Of course, I'm going with Paige. Simon, your thoughts?
Paige, you know. Yeah, Paige. The fuck you want me to tell you that Tamina's gonna win? Yeah, right.
No.
Hey.
Be
No, see,
surprising.
because that would entitle making sense. I think Tamina deserves
Cheat
it.
at Tamina.
Really?
I'm sorry. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'm a fan of Tamina. Okay.
There's
I
nothing
freaking
wrong with
respect the
that.
hell out of her.
Yeah, that's fine.
And you know what? I think she deserves a damn Divas, title run. But fucking WWE keeps, messing her over. And so it's like, you know what? Fuck, I mean,
Yeah.
but of course the new sensation, Paige, is probably going to end up retaining.
It's gonna be a good match.
Yeah.
Alright. Chase, your predictions for the Divas
Stars
title.
will fall from the sky. Paige will retain. Tamina will do nothing. Blah, blah, blah. Divas. Who cares? Total Divas is better than the whole Divas division, man.
Oh, wow.
Total Divas is the best team in the
Hey,
Divas
it's a good
division.
show.
Wow,
I
Mason
watch it all the
got
time.
wow. Mason Ryan got released from the WWE today.
Who cares?
Yeah, I just saw that.
Mason Ryan and Shaw Guerrero, which is Eddie Guerrero's
Wait,
Yeah.
so
daughter.
released again?
pissed
That's
about
sad.
that.
For the second time? Wow.
Yeah, for the second time.
Oh shit!
I thought she was making a comeback. That's weird.
That's
You have to
sad.
keep a,
Yeah.
you have to keep a freaking shmoo around like Bailey.
She's alright. Alright, Brandon, your prediction.
Paige is gonna retain, although I thought it would this will probably be an unpopular opinion, I don't know, but I think it was kind of disrespectful to Natalya to have Paige come in and win it
Right.
like day one. Because Natalya, she's a girl that I've been pulling for years to win the Divas title.
I think it's disrespectful to all the divas that Paige just came in and won it. I mean, in all honesty, you have AJ Lee hold the title for 295 days, beat every diva we know, and then some pale white chick, just because she feels like Sheamus, comes in and all of a sudden beats AJ? You fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
It's disrespectful to all the divas.
I mean,
that's
that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, I mean, you know, she came in, all right.
Right.
Almost exactly like what Sheamus did. Chase, you're right on that. You hit the nail on the fucking head, okay? She came in just like Sheamus. She wins the freaking Divas Championship, and it's like, what the fuck? You know, I mean, of course I wouldn't put it on Eva Marie because she's dumb as fuck. But either of the Bella twins, I wouldn't put it on Summer Rae, but yeah, she's royalty. Yeah, she likes to cry and bitch about it. But hell, I'd put the belt on Natalya too. She hasn't had it for a long time.
Yeah.
And it was, you're right, it was completely disrespectful. Fucking Tamina, I believe, should have broken up with AJ Lee like months ago and had the Divas title up until now.
Right. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that, and I actually agree with that. It's interesting. But, yeah, anyway, moving on with the next match, of course, obviously from earlier, we agreed that Rusev was going to win his match, so moving on there.
Let me just say something about this. WWE, if you want to build Rusev up like we actually care that he's a fucking monster, don't put him with two fucking jobbers we don't give a shit about. R-Truth has not done anything.
It's a film.
Xavier Woods / Consequences Creed hasn't done anything. And you expect me to care that Rusev is going to beat these two jackasses? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
man.
Plus, don't leave your manager, Lana. I mean, Lana doesn't cut it. Reverse it. It's anal.
Exactly. If you want me to care that Rusev's beating someone, I know this guy's getting booed out of the building because Daniel Bryan fans have such big emotions. Rey Mysterio, that's someone that I can actually believe that can beat Rusev and I can care about. Man,
I don't know about that one.
Fuck all y'all hating on Rey Mysterio, man, just because he took the 30th step in Daniel Bryan.
You know what? Just to talk real quick on that one.
Who do you care about more? Who do you care about more, Rey Mysterio or Kofi King or R-Truth?
Ray, no doubt. But
that's what I'm saying.
Because
just to your point. Just to your point. 2 seconds. Just to your point, my personal opinion on Ray, I actually like Rey Mysterio, but I feel like he hasn't been. You know, my personal favorite time of Ray was in WCW when he was the legend, the Giant Killer.
Giant Killer.
And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Rey Mysterio's been stale since 2008, you know? And I've seen him in 2012, enjoyed him live. I thought he had a great performance live. But my problem is, you know, when I'm not live, when I just see him weeks after weeks after weeks, I can't care for him. I can't care for him as a character. I don't want him to see him, you know, win any titles at this point. I personally think at this point Ray should just retire. You know, I don't know.
And it'll be coming soon.
Yeah,
change
something.
Change something.
It up every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Change something when your character.
I think he should retire. I think he should retire just because he's made of glass and he breaks every time he gets in the ring.
Exactly. Thank you, Brendan.
Exactly my point too. Yeah. I think eventually he'll probably end up doing that.
I'm just saying, if you want to get Rusev over as a monster, you haven't beat someone credible, not R-Truth and fucking Xavier Woods. Those are the people that make take him seriously.
You want to put him as a monster? What about guys like Big Show? Okay, we haven't seen him in a while, granted. But what about some top dogs? Have them go after some top dogs, even though some of the top dogs, I understand right now, are working other angles. Right. But have them go after somebody credible, you know?
I think the squash match thing has been something that hasn't been working forever. If you look in 2012 and last year, 2012 really mostly, when Ryback came in, Ryback was destroying jobbers. Then fans got into him. And what they did, they didn't freaking push him for the NRL Championship. They directly pushed him for the WWE title. But because Punk was the guy, obviously you had to have Ryback lose. Yet it destroyed his whole credibility. You need to be pushed in a correct way, but not super fast. You can't put him directly against credible guys. But he needs to go up there slowly but surely. And that's my biggest issue with freaking. With Rusev is, like I said before, I think he, is jobbing guys right now, yet they're going to end up pushing him against Cena at an event like SummerSlam, and Cena's going to beat him because Cena's Cena, and shit, that's going to be done for Rusev. You need to be careful with the building of a star. Back then on episode of Raw years ago, all they were doing is a squash match. That whole thing ain't working, anymore. You need to build your guys up and to make people care for that character. And to see monster-ish type guy like Rusev, like Ryback was 2 years ago, you need to have him, beat guys like Rey Mysterio, beat guys like Kofi. Not just motherfuckers jobbers like Xavier Wooden or Truth that nobody gave a fucks and capital punishment. You know what I mean? Come on. You gotta be careful with building your stars here.
Absolutely love that rant. Good job, Simon.
Yeah, that would really good. That would come the best stuff I've heard from you, man. That was awesome. But I agree with 100%. Think about Stone Cold Steve Austin. It took him a good couple of years to get the WWF title, and when he did, he ran with it, and he became one of the biggest stars. You got to be very careful with how you build up a star. I agree with Simon 100% on that.
Can't be too slow, can't be too fast either.
Yeah, at least in the middle.
If it's too slow, people are going to end up not caring. If it's too fast, you're just going to lose him in the shuffle. There's nothing worse than peaking too soon,
Right. I see.
Alberto Del Rio and The Miz, they peaked way too soon.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on with these predictions.
Yeah, moving on. With
Chris is hungry. As you can tell, Chris is hungry. Chris is getting a
try not to keep up too much time.
Bitch.
Well, fucking
right. Well, nobody's home now, so I have to go get these groceries and get my beer, get some food, man.
He's got to eat and he's got to get drunk.
Basically.
Right.
Hell yeah.
I want to see at one
point. Gotta get drunk.
Yeah,
I want to see at one point on.
Or is it? I
want to see. I want to see at one point of in the hot seat Boston fan get on here and he's shit-faced drunk.
We'll try not to say that.
Hey, don't tempt me with that shit. I might actually do it.
Maybe at least once. We could try that.
Next topic.
Yeah, next topic anyway is the triple threat match where we have Cesaro, Jack Swagger, and this one now RVD has been added. So with this one, it's going to be interesting. Honestly, I wouldn't mind having Cesaro getting the win. He's definitely going to be my pick for that one. It's going to be a fun match.
Chase doesn't look happy. He's like shaking his head and shit.
This match is stupid. Oh, let's get RVD a fucking paycheck. Fuck this match. Cesaro's gonna win. I don't care.
I agree. Why the fuck are we doing this match? Oh, we have history of Paul Heyman.
That's all it really is.
It doesn't make sense.
It's just like throwing it together.
It doesn't make sense. But then again, that is WWE booking.
Because see, this is what the WWE's telling me. This is what the WWE's telling me. They don't trust Cesaro and Jack Swagger to have a match at pay-per-view. They rather want to throw RVD so people can be interested in this. It's stupid. Fuck off. I don't care about this match. Who cares? Move on.
Exactly right, Chase. I'm with you on that one, man.
I'm gonna go with RVD. Just to surprise everyone, I think RVD is gonna win.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if he won.
You
I would
know,
be surprised.
Simon, I agree with you.
No job, Rob.
No doubt.
Good job, Rob.
Alright,
Hashtag no job, Rob.
In TNA, he was known as No Job Rob in TNA.
No, in TNA he was known as Bob Van Dam.
yeah.
Bob Van Dam.
Uh-oh.
Bob Van Dam.
Bob Van.
Here's our good
John.
friend from the UK.
What's
Hey.
up?
How you doing?
Hey, didn't you get that mask? You should have gotten that mask at Access, dude. I don't understand why we haven't seen you with that. You were marking out, but you don't get that thing? Come on, bro.
Oh yeah, that mask, man. It was like sold out within a day. You couldn't even get
That's not surprising.
it. Yeah,
That was
you
like hotcakes.
You couldn't get it. Am I late to this? I think I've got my times mixed up, maybe. Yeah, I think I have. I was like an hour late, I think.
You're alright though. We're still
Cool.
on. We're not done yet.
Alright, awesome.
Yep. Alright, since you're here anyway, you can give your thoughts and predictions as well for Extreme Rules, what you're looking for and all that stuff.
Yeah, I was trying to think what the main event's gonna be, and I'm gonna guess it'll be Bray Cena maybe, because I don't know. I think
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the next match that I'm going to talk about too. Anyway.
cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be Bryan and Kane.
That'll be cool. I'm all.
I think they're just gonna fucking.
I can really go either or.
Cena Wyatt felt more like a main event match to me.
It wouldn't surprise me if it would end up like
I
a
wouldn't
Big
mind
Show
that.
and John Cena and Edge at Backlash 2010. Where when Big Show came out and threw Cena in the light. I feel like that's what's gonna happen at some point. I don't think there's gonna be any winner on Sunday. I feel like they're just gonna have Kane look like a monster, yet not lose, and they're gonna have Bryan play the whole "ouch, my neck hurts" thing.
But that's kind of.
I think this is just the start of like another match with them. Maybe Payback. They'll have like the big blow off. Like.
Yeah, because I think Payback is gonna be the Shield's payback, to say the very least, on Evolution, because I think Evolution's going to win on Sunday.
Yeah, there's no way on earth that Evolution are losing on Sunday.
Nope.
They all can't lose at WrestleMania and then go into Extreme Rules and then lose again. Especially when you've got this film coming out, it's...
We're way ahead
does
of the
more.
predictions.
I think he does more.
We're
too.
way ahead of the predictions. We're way ahead of the predictions.
We're gonna
Hey,
get
just one more thing before we finish or we go back.
Yeah.
I think the whole way they did this whole thing with Flair,
Right.
I think Flair is going to just play a huge part in the match on Sunday.
This
Yeah.
Flair
Flair
was lit.
Flair. Seeing them there on Raw was really awesome. I'm glad he's back.
I think the minute Flair turned on the Shield was the minute Evolution had it in the bag.
They're really
The Shield trusting Ric Flair. Come on, man. The Shield trusting Ric Flair. That's rookie mistake, you stupid little Shield.
He's gonna act like he's on their side, and something's gonna happen.
I'm not sure. I don't think he'll be there on Sunday. I'd be surprised, maybe. I don't know. I just think it was Flair putting the Shield over. I don't think there was much more to it than that on Monday. Hopefully, maybe we see Flair in Evolution.
If you want to keep Evolution going towards Payback, yet Batista's not going to be there every time, because obviously he's doing media, you need Flair.
Yeah.
Something to think about, though.
And Ric Flair needs to wear the skinny jeans.
Oh, dude, shut up with that shit. Mitchell would be going nuts on you right now.
Which match are we predicting? Wait, which match are we predicting right now? I don't know what match.
We're just talking James here.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about John Cena and Bray Wyatt overall.
Okay.
We need
Bray
Bray
Wyatt
Wyatt to win.
Yeah, exactly.
We need Bray to win, dude.
Yeah.
I do like Simon's thing, though. No winner would be good for Bray. I think.
I know. I just find it kind of odd though having no winner, especially.
Bray's gonna win. I think if you look at the fact Cena won at Mania, Bray's
If
winning
it should
on
be
Sunday.
even, that's how I think it should be. Just have Bray Wyatt hit
And that whole steel cage thing, they're playing this as if that the steel cage is gonna keep the Wyatt family out of the cage. They're just gonna get in there, really?
Yeah.
I mean, come
find
on.
a way somehow to climb.
That
over
still
it or
can't
something like
kept
that.
anybody out for decades.
Yeah.
Right.
You had Kane
like
come up from hell last Monday. There's
exactly.
many ways to get in that ring.
Yeah. They'll find a way to buck in through there.
I think there's more steam again for that match too. I think we're gonna have the final match at Payback, just because I don't think there's enough time to give anything to Cena. Like, what's he gonna do really between now and Payback?
Right.
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bray Wyatt gets the win, and probably Cena will beat him at Payback, which will suck. But oh well.
2010 call. They want their freaking feud back. John Cena versus the Nexus. That's John Cena, Bray Wyatt. It's John Cena versus the Nexus again. Same old shit. Same old story. Same old thing. Bray Wyatt's gonna win the cage match.
Bray Wyatt
Bray Wyatt
against Cena is completely different than Cena against the Nexus.
Yeah.
Just because Bray Wyatt and his whole family is a completely different character. It's completely different.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. They're doing the same.
I can see you seeing that it looks like that it's similar because it's Cena, and Cena is just Cena, and Cena's been Cena since 2009. So I can see the comparison. I can see it being similar, but Bray Wyatt being completely a different, character. I think it's completely different because Bray Wyatt brings something different to the table than the Nexus did.
Right.
I do see what
opinion.
he's saying though.
Doesn't mean it's
I
true.
do see what Chase is saying. There's a lot of he's tempting him to turn to like bad and all this. I can see what he's saying, but I do think it's totally different as well.
Well, think about that.
It's it's totally different with the characters, but the way they're setting this up is just the same. Here's a big pay-per-view. John Cena prevails at WrestleMania. You have a segment where John Cena comes out and he just goes, look at Mama Wyatt, look at Daddy Wyatt, blah, 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 John Cena. And you have Cena do that. So which means to me it's just that you're making fun of the Wyatt family and you're making them look like a total joke. I mean, I love that opening segment of Monday Night Raw, but I'm sorry. On an episode, they ruined it because you had John Cena come out afterwards, not fazed whatsoever by this shit. He came out talking about donkeys and how he was going to beat the shit out of these people. I mean, in all honesty here, this just does feel like the Nexus feud again. Now, you guys, I totally agree. It's different characters, but it's the same plot and the same premise of what they're doing with John Cena. Guarantee you guys, Bray Wyatt's going to win.
I will back you up on one thing. I do feel like between now and Payback, they'll probably have Cena join the Wyatt family. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh God, that would be, but
that would be the same though, right?
Yeah.
Cena
growing a beard would be kind of funny.
And see, the thing is,
that'd be for a little while, if anything.
And see, the thing is, Bray Wyatt will win this match at Extreme Rules, and at Payback, it's going to be either the traditional I Quit match versus John Cena, or they're going to copy TNA and do like a fucking mental institution match. That's what they're literally going to do. I'm being dead serious when I say that. WWE right now with John Cena, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. All they're trying to do is keep John Cena away from Daniel Bryan. That's what their plan is right now. Keep him away from Daniel Bryan. So they have to give him filler feuds until then. So
are they building towards Cena against Bryan too at SummerSlam?
No, you're building Cena versus Bryan. You want to keep Cena away from Daniel Bryan because when Daniel Bryan loses the title to like a Brock Lesnar, who's going to overcome the odds and defeat Brock Lesnar? John Cena.
Survivor Series this year.
Well, I don't think John Cena. It's not realistic for John Cena to be a freaking beast of a man.
He already did it.
But let's look at the facts though. There's many ways they can go with this. There is many ways that they can go with this. You know, it doesn't mean I get your point, Chase, but there's with the whole Brock Lesnar beating Cena and Cena, there's many ways they can go with this. You don't know what's gonna happen yet. You know, Money in the Bank. There's a lot of possible scenarios.
I'm just saying they're trying to keep John Cena away from Daniel Bryan because they know sooner or later they're going to have to give the title back to Cena. Cena will demand it.
See, that's my problem with Cena.
This what you got to remember. Like a year ago, this time last year, Dolph Ziggler and Ryback were like the biggest two guys in the company.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, and like putting spin on that, like for all we know, in a year's time, Bray Wyatt could be like jobbing to everyone on the card. So,
he doesn't. He will go back to that.
I mean,
we all know that
and we're gonna be.
number one.
And we're gonna be marking out on like Sami Zayn or next
Yeah,
year.
right. That's it.
Yeah, he's gonna be the new
Rusev.
guy.
That's the evolution of the business we all love. That is professional wrestling, right?
yeah.
Yep.
Or
Yeah,
let's twist it more in a WWE corporate way.
Okay.
The sports entertainment industry. God damn.
You just went there.
Yeah, Vince would be like, get it right, damn it, we're sports entertainment.
Oh, we're fired.
Hell,
Fans.
like in a year, Sandow might be champ. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Who knows?
I mean, now
Dolph
he'll be champion next year.
Dolph Ziggler jumped out to Hugh Jackman and he became world champion in a year. So who says Sandow can't?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We can do it. Anybody can. I guess.
Yeah.
But Dolph Ziggler was good before Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have like talked about Sandow earlier.
No, we haven't. We can if you want. Go ahead.
Yeah, like this guy must have killed somebody. He must have like had sex with like Triple H or something. Because I don't know what this guy's done. Like I don't know. It's crazy.
They're so much better right now.
Macho Man had sex with Stephanie.
Yeah, right. How do you go from freaking being a top prospect to winning the Money in the Bank,
right?
and in less than 2 months after being dropped in the river where you just like lose everything?
You should be at least in the mid card right now, doing stuff like that.
You know what? I don't even have interest in Sandow anymore. Send him back to NXT. I don't give a
That's
fuck.
just not
My biggest issue with that.
Wait a minute, Simon. But you get to be Magneto. It's
Shut up.
That's not even the. I think
Let me say this.
Magneto thing. It's the 11-on-1 and him having to get pinned. I don't like that. Why not?
See the thing is, this is what happened with Damien Sandow. He was in developmental for fucking ever. He was in OBW, FCW, and NXT. He was in developmental for fucking ever. He gets pushed to a top prospect spot, and then all of a sudden, WWE changes plans on him last minute because they want to do a unification match at TLC, and so he gets screwed over. But they know he's such a company guy. He has been with the company for at least 13 years because he signed a developmental deal a long time ago, and so they use him as someone to help developmental guys. He's more like a trainer that shows up, mostly to help guys than actually show up to be a wrestler. So that's what happened with Sandow. He just got stuck being someone that they trust as to train more than to be a wrestler.
I don't know if that's true. I've heard that he's really come on in progression. I think between now him coming in 2 years ago and the way he's progressed as a talent, they really like him, and then all of a sudden just drop the. I don't know, man. I still see a future for him. I still see a future.
Look at this motherfucker marking out in the corner.
Yeah. So we're excited over there.
See, it worked. Everybody's silent.
Alright, jumping into the next match, and of course, overall thoughts continuing on with the Shield as well, Evolution. Like I said before, it's going to be really awesome. At first, I didn't know who I was going to go for, but obviously right now, I am looking to have the Shield as my main pick at the moment. That's just me.
Evolution. They're going to go over for me. Just because Orton needs a big win before he goes for the title, like a Money in the Bank. I think that's when he's probably going to get his rematch. He needs that big win going into that, so he needs momentum. Can't keep squashing and then give him a title shot. Would make no sense to me. And plus, the Shield are going to need the win, and I don't know. Batista and Triple H probably need a win too.
If anything, it'll last a couple of years, maybe Shield at least. We'll see. Look at your thoughts.
Also, you've got to think that new fans keep getting added all the time, and Triple H in fans' eyes, young kids who watch it, he hasn't wrestled since apart from last month, a year before that. And if they see this guy losing all the time, they're gonna be like, he's shit. Why is he so good? But then, so he has to have a big win eventually, because then he hasn't had a win in a year,
Yeah.
Well, you can think about that too. Chris Jericho, all he ever does is he comes back to lose it. Why? Because he knows he's there to put young guys over. I think
nothing wrong with that. Though.
Yeah, I think Triple H should be that guy to put
Yeah,
younger people over.
There's a big difference. Triple H is around for a long time. It's like,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He's got to win. That's why he beat Brock last year at WrestleMania, because he has to win one to like.
Yeah.
When he puts guys over, it means more. He beat Brock Lesnar, so in some fans' eyes, it's like, yeah, this is a guy that beat Lesnar. Let's have him beat. Let's have the rub against the Shield and see how he does. He can't just have Triple H lose all the time. Jericho and Booker T and all them, that's fine. For them. I don't agree with it, but Triple H, he needs a win now and again for me.
In all honesty, I think that nobody in the WWE should be able to beat Brock Lesnar because he was a freaking monster in UFC.
I agree with that too. Not now, anyway.
Him beating the streak was the best thing that could have happened. I was devastated, of course, because it was the streak.
Yeah,
But after thinking about it and contemplating on it, Brock Lesnar.
I was the only one in my section marking out for that shit. Everybody was marking out around me. Can you believe that shit? Daniel Bryan about to become world champion. Daniel Bryan about to become world champion. People are walking out, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? This is the greatest thing that's ever happened in wrestling. Brock Lesnar just beat the streak, and you're going home.
It's groundbreaking,
Crazy.
I was gonna say earlier that when Cena beat Brock the first time at Extreme Rules, I didn't agree with that. There's no reason why Brock Lesnar should be beat in an Extreme Rules match. Really, you're gonna have Brock Lesnar, a real badass, real fighter, get beat by John Cena. I didn't agree with that.
Plus, fucking, the next month he was gonna go and face John Laurinaitis.
Yeah, right. I get it.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Shit.
It actually made more sense for him to lose to me because he had that whole year of redemption. Like him beating Brock Lesnar actually wiped all that clean for me. You know what I mean? He's supposed to have a year of just losing everything. He should have lost to Lesnar. You're right. He should have done. In the grand scale of things, he should have done.
So would have added more to it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely, your thoughts.
All right, talking about Evolution versus the Shield.
Evolution
is going to win.
Evolution has to win this match. And all these Shield marks are going to be like, oh no, but the Shield need to get put over. Why? Tell me what are the 3 Shield members going to do in the main event scene right now? Nothing. They're baby faces. Baby faces have to overcome obstacles. If they beat the Evolution, technically their biggest obstacle in the WWE, what's next for them? The world title. That's just my thinking of logic. So really, Evolution should win here. Like people said, Randy Orton has a title match coming up. It's Triple H. The thing about Triple H booking is, if you can make money with him, he will put you over. Right now, if you guys want to see all these War Games matches, if you guys want to see Shield versus Evolution for the next year, Shield has to lose here. Because you can't have the Shield win and then make Evolution look like the baby faces wanting a rematch. So Evolution's going to win here. These 3 guys in Evolution are big heel threats for Daniel Bryan. And going to WWE, they're lacking heel threats for Daniel Bryan at this point. When you have to put motherfucking Kane in the main event, that's when you know you're lacking heels in the WWE. That's when you know you're lacking heels in the WWE. When Kane, someone who lost his relevancy a long time ago, has to be in the main event scene or the WWE heavyweight title scene against your champion. Yeah. So Evolution has to win here. I mean, if the Shield wins, cool, but you just hurt Evolution in the process, and you make Evolution look like chumps at the end of the day.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
I agree.
Cool.
Well, I didn't even think about that. That just popped in my mind. Do you think? Do you think they brought back Evolution just to put over the Shield, just to say that the Shield, beat?
Yeah, they wouldn't have had the Shield and Batista together if it was their plan. If it was them up to them, they'd have Batista on top right now, champion.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's like, I don't know. Batista's pissed that he has to be a heel, He's really pissed. He don't want to be a heel.
Yeah, he really
has
does.
to be.
He actually wants to be a heel, and he doesn't want to be a babyface. He said that in an interview. When he returned, he wanted to be a heel, and when they told him that he was going to be a babyface, he said that shit wasn't going to last.
Yeah, because you knew the WWE's plan for Batista all along was they're going to try to build up Randy Orton as this snake bit viper champion. Oh, who can stop Randy Orton? Well, who else could stop Randy Orton than the guy who knows him the best? His former teammate, his former Evolution member, Batista. He can stop Randy Orton. That man can stop him, and
yeah, nobody gave a fuck about that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The WWE didn't realize, the fans didn't give a fuck. Yeah, no one gave a fuck about that. So
they had to go plan B with Mr. Bryan.
No, that's like Plan C. That was C plan.
Probably, yeah.
CD.
That was Plan C. Plan B was probably CM Punk or Triple H.
Oh, I see that. This is going on, and going into. What was that?
Yeah, look, see, I don't want to talk about CM Punk, man. He's a bitch.
Hey, nobody was in that room other than CM Punk, Vince McMahon, and Triple H. You don't know what was said.
Hell yeah, we don't know.
That ain't really happening.
I've met the
Maybe he is suffering from depressions.
You never know.
He got AJ Lee for a girlfriend. How depressed can he be?
You should be really lucky right now.
He goes
I'd be depressed. I'd be depressed with fucking a 12-year-old.
Look at this guy.
let me just explain something to you.
Lots of people would want to tap that ass, so I'm telling you.
CM Punk, this is CM Punk for you, right? I gave him the Money in the Bank 2011 DVD to sign. Bearing in mind it's mainly black, yeah? He has a silver pen in his hand. He puts a top on the silver pen to get a black pen out to sign black on black. He's a douchebag. Big
black
time.
on black.
Black on black, man.
So he's a douchebag.
Yeah. And we all know this.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is that you're not the only one who said that, so.
Hell yeah. But
lots of people has met him.
Exactly.
I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, I think what he said in 2011 about, people shoving, collector cups and programs in the face in order to get an autograph at 5 in the morning in the airport. I think he really thinks that he hates people that do that. If it was 5 in the morning,
I was at an autograph signing. I turned up to an autograph signing.
Yeah.
Your argument is not valid anymore, Brennan.
Yeah.
My what?
Your argument.
I don't understand
Why is my argument not?
I've got a legitimate gripe with him doing shit like that to fans, but I ain't that bothered, to be honest. He's still a cool guy, I guess.
He's a dick. He ain't a punk. There's a reason why his name is Punk. He will always be a punk.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. If you turned up at Extreme Rules, I'd be marking out to fuck. I just wouldn't do that.
Everybody would be marking out, because he's a great wrestler. So we can get past the whole "I'm a good guy, bad guy" type thing.
Of course, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so moving on, of course, going into the main event, Daniel Bryan and Kane. I think definitely Daniel Bryan will win this match, and we'll see a rematch going into the next pay-per-view. I do see that, so it should be definitely interesting. Bryan Kane is back with the mask, and I definitely think he should stay with the mask, hopefully, and we won't see the Corporate Kane again. That's his face, so.
Corporate Kane.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to do this Stephanie Brie Bella angle? Do you think
they're gonna have.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, this is gonna. I have this funny feeling. This is gonna be, somebody's gonna fall off the stage or something. Because I just don't think there's gonna be any winner. It's gonna be count out. It's gonna be some shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, but it's Extreme Rules, Robert.
But listen, last year Ryback took Cena and went right in the Titantron, so you never know what's gonna happen this year.
That's fine.
Listen,
and what's bullshit about that Ryback Cena match is Ryback stood up and Cena was still down. Damn it, Ryback won.
New WWE champion. Let's go back here from now.
With this for me. They have to be careful the way they book this match. Bryan needs to win, and he needs to win properly. He can't be having no screw finish or a just win. He has to legitimately go over Kane on Sunday, I think. Because they've messed up so many times with other champions like The Miz, just off the top of my head. Like
Yep.
they need.
Yeah, but Daniel Bryan's got the sympathy of the crowd. So
Yeah.
even if
You can't.
even if they play him as ouch, my neck is hurt, people are gonna still turn in, and people are still gonna be rooting for Daniel Bryan.
No.
And if he has a full recovery going into Payback,
Yeah.
people listen. This Sunday they can make it dramatic. They can have Daniel Bryan play the whole my neck hurt, and that way you have Kane keeping his heat as a heel. Who he's just regained heat, if you will, and Daniel Bryan can come, get back before Payback and just beat his ass.
And also, Sean, you can't make Daniel Bryan, a guy who's 5'10", look so fucking legit against a 7-foot monster Kane. Let me just say this about this match. Daniel Bryan's going to win, but I think the WWE should grow some balls and give Kane the title here. I wouldn't mind it whatsoever. I know a lot of people be like, oh, that's stupid, but let's fucking face it, man. You make Kane into a legit monster. This guy's supposed to be a legit monster, and what is Kane going to do after this Daniel Bryan feud? Tell me, what is he going to do? I mean, unless this is Kane's farewell feud, I don't know what you're going to do with Kane after this.
That is why Daniel Bryan can't win. Kane can't lose on Sunday if they were going to have a rematch at Payback. If they're going to have a rematch, if they're going to have a Evolution against Shield bet rematch, if they're going to have the final match between Bray Wyatt and Cena at Payback, if they're going to have the rematch between Evolution and Shield at Payback, you have to have those two face each other also at Payback and make it a reason for them to face each other. If they're going to make a reason for them to face each other, Bryan can't win, because if Bryan beats Kane on Sunday, there is no reason to fight anymore after that. So they have to make it dramatic. They have to make it dramatic in a way where something happened where feud is continuing, or Kane has to win.
See, I did not think of that. I did not think of the idea that Simon brought up of like, oh, let's take them out on the stage and then have it where it's like a no contest. I didn't think about that. That could help, but only to some degree. I feel if you have Kane actually defeat Daniel Bryan, it helps in a larger degree to the Kane character. Because as it progresses, Kane and Daniel Bryan right now are right here. But Daniel Bryan's going to skyrocket here, and Kane's going to stay right here out of it all. And that's what you can't need in professional wrestling. Characters need to progress together, up onto the top together. Yeah, so me personally, I wouldn't mind if Kane won. I wouldn't mind if it ends in a no contest, like Simon said, because at least Kane's going to look strong for the next pay-per-view. It's just, to me, what's Kane going to do afterwards? That's what you also need to look at with this match. Is it does not just affect Daniel Bryan as a champion or affect, what he is as a champion. It affects what Kane's going to be for 2014 and 2015.
Kane's going to face Kofi Kingston at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like
that's going to be the pre-show match.
He'll be in a ladder match again. Let him be in that.
Yeah. That's what you need to look at when you're looking at this match. Don't just look at it as this is a match for Daniel Bryan. This is also a match for Kane to reestablish this monster character, and a character they really need for a lot of their mid-carders. So just looking at that too. Don't just look at Daniel Bryan.
I personally think they'll have.
I agree with what you said earlier, Chase, about this in your video you made today. That I think this might be Kane's final tour, as you said, final, feud. So,
final
I don't know. Yeah, there you go. I have no idea where they could go with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Kane loses here, if this is Kane's final feud, I'm fine with Kane losing then. I don't give a shit. As long as I know it's his final feud, this is his final hurrah, Payback's his last match ever, I'm cool with it. I'll be like, okay, I was wrong about this feud. I'm fine with what they did here. But if it's not Kane's final feud, then
let's look at Kane's career. Let's just look at Kane's career overall right now. Okay, a lot of people are talking about preserving the monster in the character, but once Kane ends up retiring, none of that stuff's gonna remember. It's gonna matter because people are gonna remember Kane when he debuted. People are gonna remember the monster Kane. And to me, one thing that a lot of people are pissed about is that comedic side of Kane. Kane is freaking awesome. He can be a monster and make you believe he's a fucking killer. Yet he can be comedic. What's wrong with being comedic? I think he's been great. You know, his whole career, you know, has been awesome. So it doesn't matter what happened to him. Even if it's his last feud, even you know, for me, even though it's his last run, he doesn't need a title. He can challenge there. He doesn't need to be.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he loses, I'm fine with it because if it's his last feud, then I'm okay with it because you don't hurt Kane as a character. He's gone forever. But if this was like he's continuing after this feud, what do you need to do with Kane to make him credible for all the mid-carders? That's the question.
Something else big for him after that.
I thought Kane was the biggest monster when he had the voice modulation thing. When he did that, I thought that
lasted for what? Less than a year. So
I know, but it was the best thing ever.
Suck it.
My personal opinion is that
The Rock's like, my name is Kane.
What the hell? What was that line that I remember? I used to repeat at school when I was a kid. Shit, I can't remember. But there was this line he actually said. It's like, "You hurt Sean, you hurt me. On Sunday, I'm gonna hurt you."
That was it.
In school, I got in trouble. I got sent to the principal's office for doing the second sign to the teacher. That was horrible.
But yeah, go ahead, Sean. What were you saying?
Oh yeah, I was just saying I think Bryan will go over clean, and I think the authority will take the frustrations out on Kane. Has been the first failure of trying to take the belt from Bryan, and that's how Kane will probably go off TV for a while because he would just want to go off TV. That's all I think, and I just think they need to have Bryan go over clean and big and strong on Sunday.
Why? Why ruin Daniel Bryan's character?
What?
Why ruin Daniel Bryan's character to make him the next John Cena? Why?
Not ruining his character, I don't think.
You are.
Momentum.
If you make him look like a clean, strong babyface, you're making him into the next John Cena.
I'm not saying he should be the next John Cena or he should go over like I'm not saying he should go over ultimately clean. I just think he needs that big win. He can't always be the underdog in every single match. He can't.
But that's what makes him likable.
No, it's not. It's not. That's not why I like him.
That's not why you like him, but the whole. It's not just about you. It's about the whole audience. That's what you're forgetting.
And that's what they've been doing since. You know, the whole road to WrestleMania is about having people have sympathy for Daniel Bryan.
It's about WWE.
You are a part of the audience, but you're just one member of the audience. I'm talking about the whole spectrum. Yeah. And what I'm saying is the whole spectrum likes that Daniel Bryan's an underdog. That's why.
That's news to me.
Okay, let's just say this: if Daniel Bryan wins cleanly or whatever, and he's done with Kane on Sunday, who's he going to face at Payback?
That's what I'll be doing.
Huh?
That's what I'll be doing. If he goes over big time, you'll see my tweets.
Yeah, that should be funny.
Yeah,
Put him in a few.
But who do you think he should be facing at Payback?
Daniel
Bryan.
They'll say, let's put more of the authority against him. Let's get him against Road Dogg and Billy
Daniel Bryan was seen that shit enough.
No, I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to go with somebody else, I think.
Maybe Triple H for the title. We've never seen that.
No, we haven't.
We've never seen
a rematch, though.
Well, not for the title, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Triple H just, that whole time that those two has been feuding was for WrestleMania. I think with the poster of Payback being Triple H with an hammer and a suit, I think they can, have this being the final match between Daniel Bryan and Triple H at Payback, where Bryan's finally going to be the authority once and for all. Then they're gonna let go of that whole,
It'll probably happen at some point.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool, man. But yeah,
there's a lot of scenarios. We can't guarantee that everybody's gonna be happy, but
there's just like that. Matter. Yeah.
People are gonna be ranting. People are gonna be happy. You're all gonna turn in on Sunday. WWE's making their money.
All gonna watch Extreme Rules on the network. It's all gonna happen.
Well, we all know he's walking out with champ. Sorry, but I'm gonna shit on anyone saying Kane's winning. I'm sorry, but Bryan's winning for me.
Daniel Bryan's still my favorite.
I don't think it's an absolutely outrageous statement to make either.
I don't think it's that bad.
No. That's outrageous! No, I'm kidding.
Okay. But yeah, that pretty much does it with the show. And it's definitely going to be interesting for Extreme Rules. Of course, we'll all be watching. And I want to thank you guys for coming in too on the show, especially Sean and Chase. It's been really awesome having you guys on.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah, definitely come on in next time too.
And the long forgotten hungry Boston fan 79.
Yeah, thank you to him. I know he had to go, so it's okay. It happens. I know food is more important, so we all need that too. We got to survive.
And I just want to say, bad news Barrett.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I used to hate that guy. I love him now. I'm marking out. I wish somebody would actually send him a message on Twitter so he can unblock me. I just sent him a message that I didn't like his coat, and this poor fucker blocked me. God damn.
I've got some bad news for you.
You
You're blocked.
don't that motherfucking coat, man.
That's the only thing I ever tweeted him. I actually did hashtag Barrett Barrage, which means I actually kind of support him without coat. That's the only thing I said. Poor fucker blocked me.
What's that?
I
don't disagree with that.
I got blocked from Shawn Michaels, man.
That wasn't even a freaking insult. I just said I didn't like your coat, bro. What's wrong
Do you
with
like the
you?
new one now? He's got a new one.
Yeah, well, that's a cape. You know, he's trying to be a Hurricane
Okay,
right now. So.
that's different.
Barrett, man.
Yeah.
Is Barrett winning, guys? Is Barrett winning?
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Corbin Barrett, yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
If
Oh.
Biggie wins, I swear to God, what the hell?
He hasn't really been doing anything with this.
Well, if Biggie wins, let me just say, if Biggie wins, they could actually make this into a feud, which would actually be interesting. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
I haven't even been paying attention. Has Biggie been wearing knee pads?
Yeah.
Look at this guy with his knee pad. That's the only thing he keeps saying. Biggie needs some knee pad. I was saying this when he debuted. Get over that train.
Hey,
That's all news.
you Canadian bastard! Let me have my thoughts. No.
About to have a fight right
I'm gonna block your ass.
Let me just say this to wrestling fans. Always remember to look at both sides of the coin. There's a heads and the tails. There's a heads and the tails in wrestling. Always look at both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
If you don't, it's just one track mind.
Actually, a really great way to end it there, so that's how I'm going to leave it. Thanks, guys, for coming on in. And
Sounds intelligent.
Yeah,
It is intelligent.
it really is. But anyway, I'll catch you guys there. Definitely enjoy Extreme Rules and chilling. I'll be back with you.
Peace.
Jeez.